and this is another video. But guys, as you can see my background today, I'm in the gym. For the first time guys, I'm going to be showing you how I lift weights. I mean, it's like a calisthenics boy trying to lift weights for the first time guys. I've never done this, but all what I know is if you're good at calisthenics or bodyweight training, then lifting weights is going to be much easier for you. So I want to try out weightlifting, and I see, because I want to try out to start, guys, giving tutorials on all that, because I know how to do all this. But I want to try it for myself for the first time and see. So this is the guy called Nicholas. He also has a YouTube channel called Eating the African Way. He's going to be on the set, but also he's going to be working out with me. So guys, make sure that you follow along. Let's see how it fares for me. Catch you in the video.
So guys, as you already know, before you do any kind of exercise or workout out there, you really want to first warm up your body. So we did a couple of jump rope skips here to just get blood flowing into our muscles. On top of that, we also did a couple of push-ups, like 50 push-ups. They're just enough to get your muscles ready, make blood flow to all your chest, your arms, your triceps, your shoulders, so that you're ready for the exercise, guys. So it's very, very important that you first warm out to avoid any injuries. So it's very, very important to take note of that. So the first exercise, guys, was bench press. Our usual bench press. So because I've not been lifting, so I didn't want to start with heavy weight, which was going to make me suck. So I started with the 15s. Of course, guys, in this video I'm just going to be showing you one set, but I was basically doing 3 sets of each weight. So this was just 30 kilograms. Then I basically did 3 sets of this. Then after that, of course, I had to add a little bit. So it's very, very important to know that when you're lifting, you don't want to, for the first time, start with a heavy weight. Otherwise, you end up injuring yourself. So I started with what I could manage. So I was able to put about 15 reps. And then for 3 sets, that was about 45 reps. But of course, in this video, for the purposes of making this video very short, I just chose to show you guys only one set. But trust me, guys, it was awesome. I felt the pump. The good thing with weights is they are able to tear your muscles very fast, create those micro tears, so that your muscles can repair when they are stronger and much bigger. So that's my guy on the set. So he was my cameraman, but I decided to bring him on and try a couple of reps out there. So as you can see, yes, he had worked out before, but when you spend some time when you're not working out, you're bound to losing some of your muscle. So I gave him a chance to try out some reps and to just make his muscles remember that at one day they were lifting these things. So here I was able to add one more plate on each side. So basically this is 40 kilograms. On this one I felt it. I was able to do 6 reps, 3 sets. Those were 18 reps, and by the time I finished this, guys, the pump was just amazing. It was amazing. Lifting weights, what I know is when it comes to hypertrophy, just you get results very, very fast. No question about that. But the good thing with weights is it's easier to progress, especially with progressive overload. You're able to start with the 10s, go to 20s, go to 30s, and that's the only way you can create hypertrophy. But also, it's very, very important that you keep your form very perfect. You don't want to flare your elbows, you don't want to have a flat back, all that kind of stuff come into play. So that's why it's very, very important, if you're trying out weights for the first time, to have someone who understands how to execute correct form. Otherwise, you end up injuring yourself, especially with heavy weights. So that was all about the bench press with the barbell. But now I was like, hey, I gotta try out some dumbbell press as well. The good thing with dumbbell press is they're good for you. They help you avoid muscle imbalances because you have each pec pushing on its own. So which means you don't have one taking over the other, so which makes you avoid muscle imbalances here and there. So these are basically 15s, that's also 30 kilograms, but as you already know, each arm is working on its own. That's why pressing a bench, dumbbells is very hard compared to a barbell as well. So the next exercise, of course, it's another variation, and this is the incline bench press. So this one targets more of your upper chest. So I decided to put more emphasis on my upper chest. But one thing that you need to know about the upper chest is it's your weakest point. You understand? So you can't lift more weight with your upper chest. That's why you see me a little bit with little weight here, guys. So it's very, very important to know that you cannot overload your upper chest. That's the weakest point of your chest. Then I also pressed some dumbbells here and there. These were 10s, and by the time I finished this, I was of course feeling an amazing pump, right? So this is the upper chest, but of course we want to have a rounded chest, a 3D chest, guys. So after this, we have to also do the lower chest as well. But instead of doing the decline bench press or dumbbell press, I just chose to do some dips there instead of the presses. You understand? Because dips, it's basically a calisthenics movement, but also bodybuilders use it to train their triceps and of course the lower chest. So as you can see, when you're trying to train your lower chest using dips, you have to lean forward. That's when you're much more targeting your lower chest compared to your triceps. But if you're going direct down and up, just know you're hitting more of your triceps. I always hear most people say for them, every time they do dips, they feel much of the much of the pump in their triceps, but it depends on how you do them. So it's very, very important that you do them right depending on which muscle you want to target, right? So it's very, very important. So basically here I was doing a full body workout because it was my first time. That's why I started with the chest. Right now I decided to do a couple of pull-ups, for my back. I started with the wide pull-ups, guys. I think pull-ups is one of the hardest exercises I've ever tried. But if you want that cobra back, you have no options. You must do pull-ups. So I did 30 pull-ups in total. Of course, I did it in several sets. And of course, I first did the wide grip, then I did the neutral grip. The wide grip, you have it targeting your lats, a little bit of your rhomboids. But the good thing with the neutral grip, it also helps you target different parts of your back. But on top of that, it also targets your brachialis muscle and your biceps as well. But it's one of the best exercises. Then another back exercise that I tried was the deadlift. I think this one I'd ever tried it before, but just some months or years back. But it's amazing. It's amazing. This one targets the entire posterior chain. From your calves to your hamstring to your glutes to your back to your traps, everything. So that's why deadlift just a good exercise. So if you are there trying to build some muscle, look great, this is one of the exercises that I recommend that you try. So I tried lifting 40 kgs, but of course I told you this is my first time, so I didn't want to lift so heavy. Doing a couple of sets there, and trust me, by the time I finished my deadlift, my back was on fire, my hamstrings were firing as well. So it's important that you execute the correct form, guys. Most of the people here, this is where they leave their back. So it's very, very important that you try to execute it right. Try as much as you can to maintain a neutral spine. That's very, very important. Otherwise, you're going to get terrible lower back pain. So it's very, very important that as you try to do this deadlift, please make sure that you are doing it right. So that's my guy trying to do a couple of reps. So the form was lacking, so I decided to help him out because I didn't want him, to reach home and start calling me, man, I can't bear this pain. So that's what I'm talking about, a neutral spine. It's very, very important. Very, very, very important. and especially people who are starting out. Of course, you have a weak back, so overloading it, you're going to feel a lot of pain. So it's better you put the ego lifting on the side and try lifting the weight that you can manage, and of course with time progressing to heavier weights. So that's basically it about the deadlift. So you want to pop out your chest and make sure that you maintain a neutral spine. But otherwise, guys, if it's your first time here and you haven't subscribed, it's high time you hit that red subscribe button. I mean, it will do magic for us, right? So of course we finished the compound movement, so it's time for isolation movements. And of course, when you talk about isolation movements, you can't forget about the arms, the bicep curls, guys. So as you can see, my guy struggling with the form a little bit, but with time, of course, he will catch up. So it's very important. The good thing with the bicep curls, guys, is one thing. It's one of the exercises that you can overload. I mean, doing dumbbell curls, you can't overload it. Doing other exercises using cables, you can't overload it. The only exercise that you can overload is this barbell curls. So this is 20 kilograms. As you can see, I was trying as much as I can to lift it. So it's a good exercise that you can overload, and of course targeting the entire bicep, from your long head to your short head, the entire bicep, guys. Of course you want to emphasize different heads. So the incline dumbbell curl will emphasize your long head. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very important that when you try to train your bicep, make sure that you emphasize different heads depending on what is small on your arms, right? So this one in particular, of course, it really puts more emphasis on your outer head or the long head of your biceps. But of course, the biceps are not complete when you have not done a little bit of hammer curls. So it's very important to train the brachialis muscle. That's the one that is between your biceps and your triceps, and it's much stronger because it's getting help from your brachioradialis as well. So if you really want to get that those big arms, especially the biceps, you have to train your brachialis as well with some hammer curls. But as you can see, I'm aiming at controlling the negative, right? Or what we call the eccentric. So you're much more energetic in your negative or on your negative, or what we call eccentric. So it's very important that you control it. And of course, guys, not forgetting the triceps. One of the best exercises for the triceps, guys, is these triceps called crushers. I mean, this targets the long head of your triceps, which is the longest one and the biggest on your among all the heads of the triceps. So as you can see, when you do these exercises, you're able to achieve maximum contraction of your long head of your triceps. As you can see, it's contracting, and of course, being the longest and the biggest, you want to aim at training it every time and then. And of course, that was using the with a barbell, but also decided to try out with dumbbells, because I told you one thing that I love about the dumbbells is you avoiding muscle imbalances. So it's very important. Each arm is just working on its own, right? So these are just 10 kilograms each, and I was able to do to pull this exercise out with just 10 kilograms on each arm.
So guys, that has been it for today. Thanks for watching this video till the end. You've been awesome, guys, if you watched this video till the end. But if you haven't liked the video, guys, smash that like button right about now. Share video with a friend. Comment in the comment section and tell me like the best gym exercises you think I can do, or the best gym exercise that you're doing out there, to get shredded and you become a beast, right? But guys, don't forget, on the set, I had this guy, I was teaching him how to do some exercise, though the form was, not all that good, but the fact that he's here, we're gonna be teaching him. Perhaps you'll get much better. But don't forget, he has a YouTube channel called Eating the African Way. So if you want all African recipes, guys, don't miss to check him out. I'm gonna link you to his YouTube channel down in the description box so that you can go and check him out, and remember to subscribe to his channel. But guys, Simani, if he has something to say why he's like that, but let him say it from his own mouth.
I remember one of the Ugandan comedians said, everybody is paying me. So this is, now I get the reason why everybody was paying him. So everywhere is paying me right now. I have taken, I think like 4 years without coming to the gym. So this was another experience. Every muscle is paining me, my body is shaking, but I know I'll get used.
But as you can look at him, his arms are really good, which means they are trained at some times. So, I mean, when it comes to muscle memory, if he starts right now, it's going to be easier for him to, get his muscles back. But guys, you've been awesome. See you in the next video. Mad love. Peace.